Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to learn that how we can write loops inside of a Python program. So first of all, we'll try to understand the basic theory related to loops, and after that we'll move ahead and perform practical demonstration to have a better understanding. Now this particular video has been taken from my own Python course that I have just uploaded on udemy.com. This course is designed specifically for beginners, so even if you haven't wrote a single line of code in your entire life, this course is a perfect fit for you. Now there are already 15,000 students enrolled in this course, and more than 100 students have given it a rating of 4.5. So I'm pretty sure that you will also like this course. You will get this course on udemy.com for just $11.99 if you buy this course in the next 24 hours, which is approximately 83% discount on the original price of this course, which is $69.99. So without further ado, let's just dive into the tutorial itself. Now is the time to go for the examples and understand that how these loops actually work. In this lecture, we will move ahead and perform several examples to understand the working of the loops. We will go through simple examples which will deal with the mechanism of loops, and even though these examples will be simple, the pattern applies to all kinds of loops. In other words, after performing these examples, you will understand the basic concept of loops, and that pattern and concept can be applied for complex and very long functionality programs too. Now for loops are used to find or do something for each entry separately, and after that they update a variable, and that is called looping through a set. So here we have an example. In the first line we want to print before, just to give it a starting point. There is no purpose of this line whatsoever. We are just defining a starting point for the program, and after that I have defined a for loop. After the for, I have written thing, and this thing here is an iteration variable, and you can remember that we can give any name to our variables. We can also write I, we can also write number, we can also write thing, or any other name you want to give to the variable. You can do that. And after the in operator, you want to write your set of data, which in this case is 9, 41, 12, 3, 74 and 13. Now in the body of this for loop, what I want to do is I want to print out every element that is present in the above set of data. And after going through the entire process of the loop, I want to print out the end as the finishing point of the program. So when we will execute this program, in the very first line, you can see that the before has been printed out. And after that, for loop is being executed. Now this loop will go through all the elements inside the set of data. And it will start from the very first element, which is 9. So in the first iteration, it will print out 9. And in the next iteration, it will move towards the second element, which is 41. And that process will be repeated again and again until the last element, which is 13. Now after the 13, we don't have any element inside the set of data. So that for loop will be terminated, and the last line, print end, will be executed. You can see that at the end of the output, end has been printed out. Earlier we said that for loops can be used to find elements in a set of data. So what if we want to use this for structure for finding the largest number present in the set of data? For that, this loop will obviously go through all the elements one by one, and then the loop will compare all those elements with each other to see that which one is the largest one. Now the loop will go through all the elements. It will start from 9, 41, 12 all the way to 13. We will define a reference number, and we will say that our first element is the reference number. If the new coming number is larger than the reference number, then the value of reference number will be updated, and the process will be repeated again and again until the very last element of the set of data. In this way, we can find out that which one is the largest number present inside the array of numbers. We will go ahead and perform this program inside of our Visual Studio Code to understand that how we can write our loop programs inside of our Python programming. Now we will see that how these loops actually work, and for the first time we will see for loop in action. And first of all, I will suppose a variable and I will assign a set of data to that variable. Let's suppose the data is 1, 34, 56, 67, 8 and 0. Now what I want to do, I want to use for loop to find out which one is the largest number present in this set of data. Right? For that I will write for and then I will write number. This is the variable that the for loop will use for the iterations. And after that we will write in operator and then x. And after that we want to place indentation and hit enter. So this statement right here is actually saying that look for each number in the variable x. So for loop will look for each number that is present inside the variable x, and it will do that one by one. So we want to find the largest number present inside our set of data. For that we need a reference number. Consider this as a starting point with which we will compare our numbers to see that whether they are larger as compared to that reference number or not. So for that I will just go ahead here and write reference number. This is a variable name and I will put 0 in it. So 0 is the smallest number which I am using as a starting point. Now what will I do? I will place a conditional statement here and I will ask to check whether the number that came from this set of data is greater than the reference number. If that's true, then update the value of reference number as the value of number. In other words, put the value of number which was greater than this reference number inside this reference number. It will update the value of reference number from 0 to the new number. After that I will get out of this if body, and after that I will get out of this for body. And here I will write print reference number. I will save this file and I will execute this program. You can see that it gave me the biggest number, which is 67. And you can see that in this set of data the biggest number was 67. We can also write print reference number here to see the updation of reference number for each iteration. And I will write the largest number is. I will save this program and I will execute this program. And you can see that for the first iteration it compared 0 with 1 and it saw that this new number 1 is greater than 0. So it updated the reference number value to 1 and printed out that value. And in the next iteration it compared this 1 which was already present in the reference number to the next coming number, which was 34. And after comparing them, it understood that 34 was greater than 1. Then again went ahead and updated the value of reference number. And after that, it printed out that reference number, which is 34. In this way, the process is repeated until the last element of the set of data was iterated through. And at the end of this set of data, the for loop was terminated and the biggest value of the reference number was then transferred to the last line of code, which is print the largest number is reference number.